Hello friends, it's Galina for Studio Katia. Thank you for joining me. I have a special project to share with you, as well as fun techniques for making stained glass effect on the shaker card. Today, in cooperation with other amazing companies, we are presenting a new stamp set. The set is called We Stand With You, and it's all about inclusion, love, kindness, and doing the right thing. 100% of net profits from every stamp set will be donated to the Legal Defense and Education Fund. This stamp set is full of encouraging sentiments and small additional images. For my card, I will be using a little rainbow and a sentiment from Studio Katia. I start by stamping on the ACETATE sheet. I made all my stamping out of camera because I used a special ink and it smells a little specific for me. So I prefer stamping near an open window. This ink is called STAZON Black ink, and it's a perfect ink for stamping on such smooth materials as acetate, and it dries permanently. Before stamping, you need to check the ink on the ink pad and renew it if needed for better stamping. Another thing I love about this ink is that I can remove the stamped image using rubbing alcohol and stamp it again. Next, I'm going to color all the rainbows on the ACETATE sheet. I'm flipping it over, and for coloring, I'm going to use a bright colors of alcohol markers. The darker colors work better on the acetate, and you can see the color on the clear sheet. Light colors are almost invisible on acetate, so if you want to create a light color image, you will still need to use the darkest shades. Now you can see how light passes through the colorful parts and create this beautiful stained glass effect. Now I move on to die cutting. Using mini polka dots cover die, I cut out a white card panel. And using the biggest die from Fancy Circles die set, I cut out a beautiful frame from the white glitter cardstock. Also, I will use an additional white paper piece to create a shaker background. And I'm going to create a few colorful dots behind the die cut panel. I'm picking one paper sheet with stripes from Black, White and Rainbow paper set by Studio Katia. I cut it in a standard A2 size panel, and I'm going to adhere the white die cut panel right on the paper sheet. I'm using a liquid glue to be able to move a bit this panel to find the perfect place for all the dots. Because this pattern paper isn't fully covered with stripes, I get some white dots too. It's a perfect way to quickly add color for the card background or when you don't want to pick matching colors. Now I'm going to create a shaker element with a circle die cut. I put in a strong double-sided adhesive tape on the back of it. And I'm going to attach this frame on the piece of colored acetate. Next, I'm adding a thin strap of foam adhesive tape on the acetate. If you don't have a pre-cut stripes in your stash, use regular foam squares. If you want to see a dotted background through your shaker, just skip this step. But I want to have a white background on my shaker to increase the stained glass effect on the card. To fill my shaker, I'm using beautiful transparent crystals from Studio Katia. They look like tiny diamonds. And I'm covering all these crystals with my shaker base. I want to create a delightful sentiment on this card, and I don't want to cover my shaker a lot. So I'm going to use a piece of vellum, and I'm using my anti-static powder to remove extra thickness from it. And I'm stamping the sentiment with Versamark clear ink. I'm covering the stamped image with white embossing powder, and I'm heating it with my heat gun. Now I'm going to cut the stripe with scissors. I put the adhesive stripe on the back of a card panel, and I'm going to tuck the ends of the stripes behind it. In this way, I will hide the adhesive layer which can be seen through the vellum. I'm attaching the card panel with shaker onto the standard white A2 card base using liquid glue. And let's look closer on the card. The shaker works perfectly, and I can play with it all day long. And now I think the diamonds look like raindrops. I hope you like this video. Full supply list you can find in the video description below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye!